This video is brought to you by AmerUSA.com, where you can screen tenants 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this episode, we will be discussing South Carolina landlord tenant laws. The following is a summary of landlord tenant laws in the state of South Carolina as they apply to residential rental property. Topics include disclosures, withholding rent, the right to enter, security deposits, eviction, increasing rent, and more. Required disclosures. Contact information. A landlord must disclose to the tenant in writing at or before the commencement of the tenancy the name and address of the person authorized to manage the premises and the owner of the premises or authorized agent for the purpose of receiving service of process, notices, and demands. Different security deposit standards. If a landlord rents 5 or more adjoining units on the premises and imposes different standards for calculating deposits, the landlord must post a conspicuously placed statement explaining the standards by which the various deposits are calculated, or the landlord may give each tenant a written statement. Security deposit limit. There is no state statutory limit on security deposits in South Carolina. Deadline for returning a security deposit. The landlord has 30 days to return the security deposit after the tenant has moved out. Late fees. There is no South Carolina statute addressing late fees, so in order to charge one, it must be written into the lease agreement. Increasing rent. South Carolina also does not have a state statute addressing the amount of notice required to increase rent. As a general rule, month-to-month agreements would have a 30-day notice for any changes, and tenancies of a longer duration may not be changed unless both parties have agreed in writing. Withholding rent. If a landlord fails to provide essential services, a tenant may provide the landlord notice of the breach and procure reasonable amounts of the essential services and deduct their actual costs from the rent, or the tenant may recover damages based upon the diminution of the fair market value and reasonable attorney fees. Terminating tenancy and eviction. An immediate unconditional notice to quit may be used for non-payment of rent after a previous notification was issued during the tenancy, or for allowing illegal activities on the property. All other lease violations require a conditional 14-day notice to cure or quit. The right to enter. A 24-hour notice must be given prior to entry. For more information, additional laws and articles can be found at AmericanLandlord.com.